الرحيم إنا أنزلناه في ليلة القدر وما أدراك ما ليلة القدر ليلة القدر خير من 1000 شهر تنزل الملائكة والروح فيها بإذن ربهم من كل أمر سلام تنزل الملائكة والروح فيها بإذن ربهم.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, our esteemed viewers. MashaAllah, today is another beautiful morning in the holy month of Ramadan. Today is the 23rd of Ramadan, 1444, after Hijrah of the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. May the peace and the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be upon the seal of all noble prophets. Okay, the night of power, the search is on, and today is one of the odd nights. Today is the 23rd day, which means overnight was 23rd night. I hope you are able to grab as many hasanat as you can. I hope you are able to do or perform as many ibadah as you can. Today is a Friday, and on Al-Ikhlas we are going to be, undergoing a round table with the coaches. Yes, so you're going to have your coaches around to discuss, and answer your question. You're watching Al-Ikhlas for Ramadan, again, your Ramadan diet. Now we're going to be right back shortly after this break. Please stay tuned.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
You're welcome back. Okay, now you're watching Al-Ikhlas for Ramadan again, your one-time Ramadan educating, enlightening, and soul lifting episode of Islamic program, mashallah. Okay, so today is a round table with the coaches. So you have the luxury, if you have any personal issue that needs counseling, if you want to speak to a counselor or you want to talk to a life coach, you have the opportunity free of charge to do that on air today. So we're going to discuss, as usual, a very vital topic with us, and after that the line will be open for us to call in if you have any question to ask or you have any contribution at that. So our topic of discussion today is the effects of appreciation and understanding in a marriage or relationship. The effect of appreciation and understanding in every relationship at that, and marriage, of course. So I have with me in the house the honor of Coach Fatima Chikari. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
MashaAllah. So today we're going to be discussing this topic briefly before you can start calling in. Okay, so Coach, tell us briefly, what are the effects, of appreciation in a relationship and understanding your partner, be it relative, be it spouse.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. So as we all know, appreciation is an act of recognizing your partner's effort in whatever you do in the house or relationship and other activities. So the effect of that in any relationship is the moment your partner start recognizing your effort in that marriage, you feel appreciated, and the moment the partner feels or fail to understand or see that effort you are making, because without any effort in any relationship you hardly get any appreciation, or you don't even feel seen, because the moment your partner does not recognize your effort, you felt like you are not making any effort, or your effort are going in vain. So that make you feel like you are being underappreciated in that relationship.
No.
So the moment you felt that, so many things will start coming up, because your partner, or you feel the consequences, so many things will start going on, like so many misunderstanding. You feel like I'm doing a lot of things, and he does not see my activities, or he does not see my effort.
He or she, no.
Yes, the partner. So most times such effect crops down to so many misunderstanding, to the extent that it leads to the breakage of that marriage, even if there is no divorce. But there are some marriages that they are still existing, but they are already dead.
No.
So part of that understanding, or part of that appreciation in that marriage, is the moment you start appreciating your partner, you felt you are being seen in that marriage or in that relationship, and your efforts are being recognized, and you know that you are not doing anything in vain, and you felt loved, which is the ultimate goal in that marriage. So for you to know that, or to feel that, so many things has to be done in that relationship. So part of that appreciation, it could be physical, and it could be like emotional support. It comes in either physical effort, or probably
like gifts.
Yes. So being appreciated emotionally is the moment you are in that relationship with your partner, and you felt like you are being appreciated emotionally. He will give you enough support. He will give you more like mental support and other things. And when it comes to that physical appreciation, there are a lot of gifts. There are a lot of what do you call this love language, the fifth one?
Yes.
Act of service.
Yes, okay,
act of service. Act of service comes in. So you see, like, okay, I know you have been working out in this house. Okay, can I take you out so that you can just feel relaxed? Or maybe we can just go out and have dinner.
Yes, and have dinner.
Exactly. Or maybe he can just go out and bring you a gift. Like, okay, I felt like, okay, you are doing a lot in that house. Or even if he didn't tell you, you know that when somebody gives you a gift, it shows that you are being appreciated.
Yes, he's been appreciative of all the
activities
that
you are doing
happening
in the house.
Okay, just to hold on a little. Please, our viewers will have to take a short break. We'll be right back. Please stay tuned.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله
Al-Ikhlas fi Ramadan, a program that enlightens Muslims on important acts of worship during and after the month of Ramadan.
The month of Ramadan itself is unique, is special, is different.
The best way of preserving the Holy Quran was in the memory of the Muslims.
If you have any problem, get up in the middle of the night and you call Ya Badduh.
Join Medinat Fagbon on Al-Ikhlas fi Ramadan every day at 9:30 a.m. on ITV throughout the month of Ramadan. Ma salam.
هي حتى مطلع الفجر أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Okay, you're welcome back to the program. Sorry for the little break. It was absolutely necessary. So, Coach Khadija, you were telling us more about Coach Fatima, you're telling us more about, the effects of, appreciation and understanding in a marriage. Can you wrap up?
Yes. As I was saying, so most times before you understand somebody, you need to understand their love language, which is very important. We have the act of service, we have the physical touch, we have the word of affirmation, we have gifts, we have which one is the fifth one? Oh, have I said them all? Touch. Yeah, physical touch. We have the act of service. We have gift. We have word of affirmation, and there is the fifth one, which I totally forgot about. So which is totally okay. So all you need to do before you understand somebody, you need to understand their love language, because you cannot love somebody without understanding their love language. And the most important thing about love language is you have to love somebody, or understand. Before you understand somebody, you need to understand their love language, so that you can be able to communicate your love or send your love based on how they understand it.
Understand love. Yes, because if you tell someone who prefers service, self-service, act of service, if you're not telling the person I love you, and then the person is working,
quality time, exactly, quality time.
The person appreciates quality time. You're not telling them, oh, thank you, well done. Is it only well done again? So it's not going to fly, really.
Yes.
Okay, so Bismillah. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
You just got here. Mashallah, Sophia. Okay, so can you contribute briefly? What is the effects of appreciation and understanding in the relationship?
A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillah, we are seeing another day.
Mashallah.
Quickly, appreciation. Allah in the Quran, to check Quran chapter 14:7, talked about appreciation. When you appreciate someone, it tends to give them it tends to motivate them to want to do more, to want to please you the more. As humans, apart from in our marriages, as humans, as we relate with every person in our society, there is a need for us to develop an attitude of gratitude. When you show appreciation, people want to do more for you. So break it down to the family setting or in a marriage setting. Most of us just want to get, or when our expectations are not met, we tend to like, oh, okay, he was supposed to do this, he just did a little. Or we see it as entitlement. When
Yes.
people feel they are entitled to something,
To certain
they don't see a need to even appreciate what is being done for
No
them.
matter how little.
They just take it for granted. It is his duty to do. It's our duty to cook. Well, why will I even appreciate the cooking sweet today? It is his duty to provide for the house.
Yes.
Why should I even tell him thank you, appreciate his effort in putting the family
yes,
together?
you know, from what you just said now, Sophia, I've seen a wife who was, you know, she was like challenging her husband in my presence. You know, she was like, it's your duty now, go and bring money. And I was like, subhanallah, have you not met men who are actually rich, who have this money and won't spend it on their family?
Exactly.
Why don't you just appreciate whatever he brings and you try to do
And one thing with men is, one thing we don't know, one thing with men is, once you start appreciating, most men want to show off.
Yes.
They want to take this credit of, I'm the one providing for the
Yes.
house. They want to brag about, I'm able to provide for my family.
Yes.
And that little appreciation, that little thank you, you know, goes a long way. They always want to please you. Want to
becomes a booster card.
Yes, exactly.
They want to do
You
more.
want to do more to please you, because you know, it's like a bragging right to
Yes,
them.
it's a bragging right, actually.
Yes.
It is a bragging right, absolutely a bragging
Bragging
right for
right
men,
to them.
because
So-
they are born with ego and pride. You know, you can't take it away from them. It's
It's
like
like-
seeing a lion in the jungle.
Yes.
You know, he walks with all the majesty, you know.
Even Allah says, if you thank me and appreciate me, I will do
I will
more.
do more. How much more of human beings, you know?
So that, yeah.
So mashallah, mashallah. Okay, viewers, I want to believe that you are grabbing one or two things about the topic of today. The line is open for you to call in now. If you want to call, if you have any contribution or any question, please do call in. And the line to call is on your screen. That's 081720570609. You can start calling in from now if you have any, you know, question to ask. You know, and another thing is understanding your spouse and how to deal with them. You know, Coach Fatima was saying that when you don't understand somebody, you cannot actually communicate your love to them.
That's true.
Because when when somebody understands words of appreciation, when whatever they do, you know, they want you to appreciate them. I think we have a caller.
Okay.
Hello. Hello. Hello, can you hear me? Okay, who is on the line? Hello? Okay, so like for instance, if someone understands the love language of, you know, someone just saying I love you all the time, it can be enough. If you say I love you in the morning, they'll need it in the afternoon.
For me, basically, love is a verb. It's an action word. There are some people, some men, in fact most men find it difficult to literally tell you I love you, and most women just want to hear it.
They want
You
to hear
understand?
it, yes.
So what I tell them is that understand the kind of man you are married to, for the fact that a man also feel pained
Shouldn't it be
when you
vice
are
versa?
going through pains. Like you literally want to let me replace you. I don't want you to feel this pain. Let it be me that is, you know, having this pain.
No.
The way they feel when you are sad and all that shows that that man loves you. You know, in as much as you want to tell the man, always say it. But you as a woman, as a
yes.
wife, you need to understand the kind of person you are married to. To know
Yes.
that this is how this person
Okay.
shows.
Sorry, we have a caller. Hello?
Okay.
Hello? Yes, can you hear me? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, oh. Okay, Adamu Umu, what do you want to contribute to the program? Adamu Umu,
They got lucky.
what do you want to contribute? I think she's just playing around.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were saying
communication, understanding is key. I think there is a difference between if you want to understand, there's a difference between communication and having conversation.
okay.
Yes, you take communication, you know, you take it to the next level. When you communicate with understanding
No.
and compromise.
Okay, compromise.
Yes.
Sorry, pause a little. Let's pick this call. Hello.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Who do we have there?
I just want to ask some questions, ma'am.
Your name, ma'am?
Okay. My name is Adesoro Jumoke.
Okay, where are you calling from?
I'm living in Abuja.
All right, go ahead.
What I want to ask is that if the person wants you,
Okay.
understand? But when we marry, the
Yes.
person is not following the Muslim prayer again.
Okay.
How we confuse the person to be following the method?
Okay. You mean to say someone was a Muslim and the person stopped praying?
Yes.
Okay, so how do you do what?
How the person will continue to serve God first.
Okay, all right. I'll answer your question briefly. Just watch, on your screen. Okay, Jumoke Aitoro there, she was asking if someone was a Muslim and a practicing one and the person stopped practicing Muslim and the person wants to go back. You can kindly call back tomorrow to get an answer from an ulama. We are just roundtable with the coaches and we're discussing family matter right now. So we can't answer anything that has to do with the deen. And I think that is meant for the ulamas to answer, right?
Yeah.
So you can call back tomorrow. Oh, sorry, we'll answer that question tomorrow. It's already taken down, please. So the line is still open if you want to call in. Go ahead and do that. Okay, so you were saying something about communication,
yes.
bringing it up to the next level.
Yes, you have to. Like I was saying earlier, there's a difference between just communication and conversation. Conversation, you take it up by understanding and compromise.
No.
You can communicate and still have quarrels. Like
of course.
You are not comfortable, you are conflicting and all that, but you are passing a message.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you want to communicate effectively, that will bring about understanding that you are talking about. You need to now look at that understand. Could you communicate with understanding? And you compromise.
Yes, you
compromise is somebody is saying something to hurt you or something that you are not that comfortable with. You now learn to adjust to accommodate the other person. That will now bring, and now it's based on understanding.
Understanding, definitely.
Yes, understanding is looking at what pleases, what the other person will be comfortable with.
Okay.
So reach, an agreement.
An agreement.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Given the fact that, sorry, let's pick this call first. Hello? Yeah, who do we have here? Who is on the line? Okay, we missed that. Speaking of compromise, most of the time, the woman is always expected to be the one to adjust. Coach Fatima, you agree with me with that?
Yeah.
People assume that a woman should be the one adjusting, like a frog that is in a water. And when it is put on the gas, they keep adjusting its temperature instead of jumping up until the water boils it up and then it dies.
Yeah.
So when you keep adjusting, it is a one-sided adjustment. I think
and communication is two ways, not just one. Yeah, it's not a one way.
In a relationship, everybody has to contribute their own part of compromise and adjustment. If one person keeps adjusting, at the end of the day, it's going to happen.
There is no communication then.
There's no
marriage is about compromise because you are two different people
from two different backgrounds.
Entirely. Okay. I've seen people from extreme background coming together.
No.
The only thing that is bringing those people together.
Okay, you said extreme background. Sorry, let's pick this call. Hello. Hello. Okay, we lost that extreme background. What's your definition of extreme background?
Like, this is a very from urban background.
Okay.
Like nothing, and the other one belongs to maybe one of the high class, first class. So you see some lady making sacrifices. Like this person had been used to luxury life. She already had a car even when she was in school. Now you are married to a man that doesn't even have a keke or a bicycle. And you are living in a mansion. You are not married to a man that is living in one room. To even afford a phone, not even a bed with it, is a problem. And she's ready to come down to, make those sacrifices. So that kind of marriage is purely compromise, adjustment, making sacrifice and all
But don't
that.
you think that's one-sided?
But then,
Fatima?
no. Because the problem now comes
Because
to...
she's the only one I think
Yeah,
is
because
adjusting
now we are talking about communication and other understanding and everything. So the problem now, most times, the women has to be the ones that are always being compromised, the one to be compromised a lot. But most times, the problem always starts with both sides, not just I don't want to say the women or the men, because we all contribute to the problems, and it all boils down to the lack of communication or lack of understanding. Yes, so most times the men, where the men has problem is first, the women don't know how to communicate, because once they want to communicate, for the men to understand, you need to understand how your man is. We talked about narcissists last week, and you need to understand the type of man you are married to. Is it somebody that has problem with ego and a lot of things? Before you communicate, you have to understand, like, okay, am I communicating to send a message or to just vent out my anger? Because there are two different scenarios. So if you want somebody to understand you, you need to sit down, okay, this is what is going on, this is how I want you to adjust, or this is but the moment you start doing the wrong thing, that ego of men just it's just like a trigger for them, and they will just like become so defensive. They can't even listen to you. They won't even give you any chance to even say anything.
And what you want to communicate will be forfeited.
Exactly. So and another problem is most women is when you tell them where they want to communicate to the men, give them time. There is something I want us to talk about. Give them time so that they will give you their own time. But don't force a man to sit down
like your child.
Yes.
And listen to you.
Exactly.
Like
just we need to sit down. He will sit down and he will not even listen to you. And he will not even respond. Yes.
When some of us make the mistake of waking men up at night when they want to. So it also boils down to understanding.
Yes.
When you have to ask him, when will it be convenient for us to talk? Know how to talk. Not assume. Not assume that okay, he's been eating padenia and today he's also going to eat padenia. You have to ask, what do you want to? Exactly. You know. So by the time you make something irregular and you say, I don't want this, you see communication breakdown. So you don't assume, you always have to ask.
That is the how, the when, the why.
You want to communicate. Mashallah. Okay, people at home, you've been watching Ali Class Fi Ramadan, and we've been talking with the coaches about the effects of appreciation and understanding in your marriage and other relationships. And of course, at the house, I had the honor of Coach Sophia Kasim, Jazakallah Karim, for coming on today. And of course, Coach Fatima Shikaire, thank you for coming in.
Jazakallah.
Mashallah. So this is all we can take on the program today. I'm afraid the time is against us and we have to wrap up for today. But you can join again tomorrow for another Islamic enlightening edition of Ali Class Fi Ramadan. My name is Medinat, but today you can call me Coach Medinat Fabo. Saying to you, Ma'asalam.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Inna anzalnahu fi laylatil qadr. Wama ليلة القدر ليلة القدر خير من 1000 شهر تنزل الملائكة والروح فيها بإذن ربهم من كل أمر سلام تنزل